So I had just taken a shower, had my hair cut today. I'm really privileged to have met two women that had made a big impact in my life. Short-lived relationships, very short-lived. The first one I had met, complete wifey material. Whoever I do date and marry is gonna know about her. Completely unreal. The second one, I'll speak to in a way that gets to the point of this video. There had been this conversation her and I had had, and like I talk about putting in work in a relationship and how hard it would be to fall in love with her in the best possible way. And her and I were talking, and she had said, our conversations are like really tough to have. And I didn't know what she had meant. I had said something I don't remember, and she had said, it's work in the best possible way. And at that moment, I was like, wow, this is attractive. And speaking to the experience I had had with my first hairdresser, who had said, Austin, you have to put trust into my hands. And that was the first time a woman that wasn't my mother had directed me. It occurred to me after having recorded that like Gap session plus hair salon tour for the salon I go to, what I've been trying to get at as far as a salon environment is concerned on the subject of technology. It has to do with gender, hard work, trust, a willful playfulness, boundaries. So you have this little device similar to a play date, and you can buy these at the hair salon. When you do buy them, you have your account registered in person so that you can immediately start using your device, and on the device you can sign up for the scheduling to become a client of the hair salon and the yoga studio. Well, it's one business, it's just you can schedule on the hardware, on the software, on the hardware, like your class and the such, and your appointment. And you can also apply to become a hairdresser. You can apply either to become a yoga teacher, in which case they're going to tell you you need to become a hairdresser. And what I was trying to figure out was, what's the customer experience technologically? So when you as a client come to the salon, a part of your service is going to include a photo shoot before your treatment. A miniature photo shoot. It's really not that there's this big drop back and then like we're going kind of out of our way to give you a editorial. It's just for context, for both you and us, and it's kept on your file. It's kept on your public file. We look at it, we can talk about your hair journey. You go through the treatment, and then at the end of the treatment, you have another photo shoot, and you could have brought clothes so that you actually have different outfits to try on. And a part of you getting a service is literally speaking to us in industry language, using technical terms. And so a part of you getting a reservation is telling us exactly what you want, exactly how we would understand it, so that the creativity is actually like given to the ether. Sorry. I don't even know, bro. Fuck, I don't know. I had shaved. Maybe it's the fucking like shaving oil. And so like you're gonna tell us exactly what you want, down to specific what color chemical you want. And it's that when you get your treatment done, the entire file of like your pre-service, all your metadata as what the treatment was, and then your post-service photographs is put into a post and then put into the social media of this platform, which I'm just inventing. And that clients are going to have posts of these metadata-based photographs able to talk to each other based on, or like willfully with a background in hair education or a background in hair, because we've given them an education, a part of the salon experience, not as a client getting through the like at the reservation moment, but like we're just hosting like industry education for the public, so that they know how to use the soft, like they know exactly what they're requesting when they get this. And so clients on the social media are comparing based on each other's hair type, the long-term outcome and potential fallout of services that they get. And the reason for this, the theory behind it, is that it's based in trust. What I came to learn from this girl was like her ability to listen, my ability to speak respectfully, kind of in a way that respects her femininity, put us on really healthy terms to do the hard work necessary to fall in love. And realistically, that's very applicable in relationships. It's also extremely applicable in the hair industry, because clients don't know how to set boundaries. Fuck, I do that. Clients don't know how to set boundaries, so now you're able to say, listen, bitch, step the fuck back. I'm not actually your psychologist. Like, if you come into the salon looking for an actual therapy session and not just a yap session, go see a psychologist. I'm gonna do what I can. You're gonna get my professional hand, and we can collaborate on your formula, but it's not gonna be magic. It's actually gonna be a straightforward process of like me referencing the color wheel, your hair type, your quality of hair, and then you relaying back to me industry level knowledge that makes our relationship healthy and based in trust, which like levels up the professionalism in the hair industry, and is like why this project is industry leading. And it's based, besides that, or alongside that, to parallel how men have healthy relationships with women. And so this is a opportunity for the community to have a discussion about what it takes to be in a healthy relationship. This idea of for a relationship to work, there has to be engagement on both sides. There has to be a level playing field. There has to be trust. There has to be like a sex appeal. And the potential for that is like for men to learn a lot about women's psychology and like serve to be better boyfriends and husbands and men in general. And that's fucking impressive. The like American Apparel comes to mind. Their vertically integrated process, their advertising scheme, sex appeal, like minimal but straight, like minimal without being minimal aesthetic. Yeah. And so you take these photographs of these clients. This is what Brandy Melville does. They take their customers, have them take photographs and then send them, and then that's the kind of data, that's the advertising data on their website. And maybe even in physical advertisements. I don't know, I've never seen one. And that might be intentional. But it's that our advertisements are just these photographs of these clients, and then to whatever extent we do use them, we pay them. And like I figured out a way to have a decent conversation about gender roles in a relationship and expectations and what healthy relationships could look like. Like these two women, they're healthier than me. That's really impressive. I'm not healthy by any means, but I mean, like, legitimately speaking, like, as far as like a protocol is concerned, and that's even the wrong term to use it because you think that I'm systematizing my life. It's just like I already see a psychologist. But I think this is the natural feminine, like the divine feminine kind of like when you're just in tune as a woman, you're a healthy person. When you're in tune as a man, fuck, you're still being ground to the ground. This is really interesting because essentially now there's a social media component to all of my work, that's grounded in a verified ID user base. There are no bots. There's no advertising. Hmm. Yeah, I relationships are beautiful. What you can learn from women is incredible. If you can set yourself up to live a life where you can receive knowledge from women, that's a really good thing. Their ability to feed you in a way that you didn't know you needed is extremely apparent after it's happened. Um, uh, mm, these photographs are going to lead to starting a in print magazine. There's yeah, okay, there's something so beautiful about capturing youth and essence and like raw sex appeal. What should I call this video? Capturing sex appeal in the hair salon. Like that's an interesting proposal that you are going to get a photo shoot as a part of your hair service.